How you doing, everyone? Turkey Buzzard here. Hope you're having a good day. Today I want to cover a mod called Simply Modular Housing. This mod is by, well, I can't even pronounce his name. It's Stuyk. I'm assuming it's something like Stuyk or something like that. The mod is 136.82 megabytes, which makes it a fairly large mod. It allows you to build a house right from scratch, the way you normally would in real life, which means you start with your foundation and you add the floor joists and the pillars and ceilings and things. This mod is no longer supported and there will be no updates, but I felt it was a mod well worth covering for those people who enjoy building pre-war type builds. So let's go in game and I'll show you what this mod deals with. Okay, I'm at Sunshine Tidings. I just figured I'd come here because I've got a nice large open area that we can work at. Now, if you download this mod, if you look in structures, go all the way to the end, you'll find Simply Modular Housing. And you have several areas in here: ceilings, door frames, floors, foundations, insulation, lights, pillars, power, stairs, walls, windows. So in order to start a build, we got to put in a foundation. Now you have several areas or several choices that you can make here. You'll see concrete, metal, and wood. We'll go with wood. And I'm just going to put something small here because I don't want to create a large build. So that's what we're going to work with. Now in this foundation section in the wood, you'll also find these floor joists. And it's kind of hard to see them. And then you'll see single pieces, and those go in between. Now normally I would skip ahead, but this is small, so it'll only take us a couple minutes to do this. But you'll notice that you've got to start putting these frames in, you know, and these pieces can be a little picky sometimes as far as snapping in where they belong. There we go. So there we have our floor joists down. Now if you go over here a little farther, you'll see pillars. Now we're going to go, of course, with the wood pillars. So they've got several different sizes. We're going to go with these. And these pillars have to go all the way around. So let me skip ahead to where I finish this and we'll move on with the build. Okay, I've got all the pillars in. Now in order to put in these ceiling joists, what we have to do is we got to go back here to the foundations, and over on this side you'll see ceiling pillars. And what we have to do with those is we got to put a couple of them in here, and then if we go to here, see that? These will now snap in. And it's kind of unhandy to have to do it this way. But, you know, that's the way they've got this mod set up. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now that we've got those done, we can get rid of these ceiling pillars. Okay, and then if we go back over to the regular wood pillars, we'll find these, and these will go in between and all the way around. So, you know, you can Put them all the way around your entire build. So I'll finish this up and then I'll come back and show you what we got left. Okay, so we have all our floor joists, our ceiling joists, and all the wall beams and things like that. They're all up. The next step, you have two choices. Either work on the floor or work on the walls. Now, you can put in your floors, and if you go over here and look, you'll find several different types of floors. Okay? And you'll notice that all of these are quarter pieces. They don't have any full pieces of walls or floors or anything like that in this mod. So I'm just going to put down a few so you can see some of the choices you have. But you'll notice you got rugs and different types of okay, those are carpets. These are metal, wood. So you have different kinds of wood that you can use. And they have some nicer looking wood. So they do have a lot of choices as far as what you want to use for materials. You know, you've got concrete. You have metal. So there's all kinds of floor pieces that you can use. Now let's get away from the floors for a minute. And we're going to talk about these walls. The only way that you can put walls in is to first put in some insulation. And you got a couple choices as far as color goes. You know, you can go with this color here. Or you can go with the traditional pink insulation. But you have to put insulation. Whoops, got the wrong size there, didn't I? You have to put insulation all the way around in order to be able to put any wall pieces in here. Okay? So, in order to complete this house, you have to insulate the entire thing. So now let me finish insulating this and then we'll move on. Okay, I have all the insulation in, and while I was at it, I finished putting some floor pieces down here just to make it easier to move around. Now, the same idea, in order to put ceiling pieces up, you first have to put more floor pieces. Now, even though this may be the roof, it's still considered a floor, I guess. So you have to use floor pieces. Otherwise, you cannot get a ceiling piece to snap in. So if you go to ceilings, you'll notice ceiling will snap there where I put floors, but they won't snap in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the ceiling pieces or the floor pieces up along there, and then I'm going to put up some ceiling pieces so you can see the choices you have. Okay, I put all the ceiling pieces in. I went with a white ceiling tile over here, but I did want to show you some of the other choices you have. Okay, so now we've got just the walls to take care of. However, we don't have a door or a window or anything here. So what we need to do is create a doorway. So let's get rid of these here and this here. And we'll go to door frames. And since we've got a wood door going, or a wood house going, let's go with the wood door frame. And there we go. We've got a door frame. Now we can also add some windows. So maybe we want to add one of these small windows in here. There we go. Now in order to put anything else around that, I've got to go back here and I've got to put some more insulation in. So we'll go down here to these small pieces of insulation and put them in. And as I said, sometimes these are picky. They don't like to snap in. But you'll notice you can put windows in. And if you want, on your builds, you can also make your windows a little larger. Now, rather than go vertically, I like to go horizontally. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do that. And then you have to go over here to your pillars. And you got to put these pillars back in so that you can put in some more insulation. Okay, so now you've got like a double window there. I don't like the way these look, so I usually will move them slightly. I'll use the place anywhere, and I'll move the position. I'll go left with it a little bit. Then I'll move this one over to the right just a hair. And then that way it looks a little bit better. So that's how you would put doors and windows in. Now for the walls, you've got many different wall pieces. You can go with concrete, brick, metal. Now the brick, you have several different, well, maybe we'll go outside and put these on the outside. You got several different colors. See if we can get in the sun so you can see it better. So you have several choices on the color you want to use for your brick. Oops. I think you get the basic idea. There's a lot of choices. Now with your wallpapers or your maybe wood paneling. Maybe in one room you want some wood paneling. And they have different colors. And again, I think you get the idea, but you also have wallpapers, different wallpapers you can use. And they come in several different colors and styles. So that's basically the idea behind it. You know, you build a frame, you put in your ceilings, your floors, your insulation, and you build a house from the ground up. Now I will say that if you're going to build a house of any size, this takes a long time. It's very tedious. Having to put in every little beam, every little piece, and all of these being quarter pieces. Most people will probably say, no, this mod is not for me, and I totally understand that. I just wanted to do a mod review so that I could give everybody a good idea of what is in this mod, and being that it's 136 megabytes, at least it allows you to make an informed decision of whether you want to really invest the time and effort into using this stuff to build a building or even a settlement. Now, I haven't tested this to see, I use unlimited building, so, I don't know how much this would cost you as far as build limit goes if you weren't using an unlimited build game. But at least this way you get an idea of what is involved with using this mod, and if you're going to do it, you're going to end up with a flat top roof. I didn't like the idea of it, so I went to my cabin in the woods mod, and I decided to put a different type of roof on there. And the problem with this mod is it doesn't matter what mod you use. No piece in any mod, as far as I can tell, I've checked, but no piece of any mod will ever snap to anything from this mod. So, if you're using this foundation piece, you're not going to get another type of foundation to snap to that from any other mods. Same way with the walls, same way with everything. The only thing that snaps to this stuff is stuff from the mod itself. So, that's something to consider if you're thinking about using this mod. But I think it gives you a good idea of what you can do with this mod, what you can't do with it, and whether you might want to build with it or not. But hopefully this video's helped you out, and if it has, I'm glad for that. And, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. And as always, subscribe for more videos. But I really want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week.